Are you ready to see the ultimate off-road machine of 2026? Meet the KTM 500EX-CF, a beast built to crush trails, climb mountains, and take adventure riding to the next level. Stay tuned, because in this video, we'll explore why this bike might be the most exciting off-road motorcycle you'll see this year. The 2026 KTM 500EX-CF is one of the most anticipated off-road and adventure motorcycles of the year, representing the pinnacle of KTM's decades of experience in building competition-ready enduro machines while still remaining street-legal in most markets, which makes it an appealing choice for riders who want a bike that can handle everything from gnarly single-track trails to open gravel roads and even short stretches of pavement when needed. Powering the 500EX-CF is a 510.9cc single-cylinder, 4-stroke, liquid-cooled engine that delivers strong low-end torque and smooth, controllable power all the way through the rev range, which is exactly what riders need when climbing steep hills, navigating technical rocky sections, or blasting across open terrain. KTM equips the bike with K&FE and a 42mm throttle body, ensuring precise fuel delivery and reliable starting in all weather conditions and at different altitudes, which is especially important for adventure riders who may encounter everything from hot deserts to cold mountain passes on a single trip. One of the most impressive aspects of the 500EX-CF is its weight. With a dry weight of around 108 kilograms, it is remarkably light for such a powerful machine, and this gives it an incredible power-to-weight ratio that makes it agile, responsive, and much easier to handle in tricky situations compared to heavier adventure bikes. The bike features a 6-speed gearbox with gear ratios designed for off-road riding, but it is still capable of maintaining reasonable cruising speeds on connecting roads, though it is not primarily built for long highway stretches. KTM has focused heavily on rider ergonomics and durability for 2026, with a new high-grip seat design, improved bodywork that offers better airflow around the radiators, and a reinforced rear subframe that is light but strong enough to handle the stress of carrying luggage or auxiliary fuel if needed. The chassis is built around a central double cradle steel frame that provides excellent stability and feedback, paired with WPX-ACT closed cartridge 48mm forks in the front and a WPX floor PDS shock in the rear, offering around 300mm of suspension travel in the front and about 310mm in the rear, which allows the bike to soak up big hits, drops, and whoops with confidence. This kind of suspension performance is crucial for off-road riders who might encounter everything from deep sand to sharp-edged rocks on their adventures. The ground clearance of approximately 347mm is another standout feature, giving the rider confidence to clear logs, rocks, and other obstacles without worrying about getting hung up or damaging the undercarriage. Braking is handled by high-quality Brembo components, offering strong stopping power with excellent feel and modulation, which is especially important when descending steep, loose hills where precise braking can be the difference between maintaining control and washing out. KTM also equips the 500EX-CF with a Brembo hydraulic clutch, which makes lever pull light and consistent, reducing rider fatigue over long days on the trail. For lighting, the 2026 model gets a bright LED headlight that provides excellent visibility for night rides or early morning starts, and KTM has simplified the electrical system with an off-road control unit that makes diagnostics easier and wiring more reliable, which is an underrated but valuable improvement for riders heading into remote areas where failures are not an option. The fuel tank holds approximately 8.5 liters, which is enough for many enduro rides but may require either careful planning or an aftermarket larger tank for those who plan on covering very long distances between fuel stops, something adventure riders in remote regions like Baluchistan, northern Pakistan, or the deserts of Namibia should definitely consider. When it comes to handling, the lightweight nature of the bike combined with its narrow profile makes it very flickable and easy to maneuver, whether you are threading through trees, sliding through corners, or picking your way through a rock garden at low speed. However, the seat height of 963mm can be intimidating for shorter riders, and while experienced riders may not have an issue, those new to tall enduro bikes might find themselves tiptoeing at stops or when turning around on a trail. This is something that can be addressed with a lower seat option or suspension lowering kits, but it's worth mentioning because confidence in touching the ground matters a lot in technical terrain. In terms of durability, KTM has paid attention to the small details, better protection for critical components like the fuel line connectors, improved cooling with a more efficient radiator fan, and tougher plastics that can take a hit without shattering. All these refinements mean the bike is less likely to leave you stranded due to minor damage or overheating, which is essential for serious adventure riders. Of course, there are trade-offs to owning such a high-performance machine. Maintenance intervals are shorter compared to big, heavy adventure touring bikes, so regular oil changes, valve checks, and inspections are necessary to keep the bike in top shape. Riders who plan to use it extensively for multi-day adventures will need to be comfortable with basic maintenance or be prepared to find a service shop more often. Comfort on long paved sections is another factor to consider. The 500EXCF is designed to be ridden aggressively off-road, often in a standing position, so the seat can feel firm, and the lack of wind protection means you'll be exposed to the elements on high-speed roads. That being said, riders who prioritize off-road performance above all else usually accept these compromises because the bike's ability to conquer almost any terrain outweighs the discomfort during short stints on tarmac. In markets like Pakistan or South Africa, where riders often face a mix of rough dirt roads, rocky mountain tracks, and occasional paved connections, the KTM 500EXCF shines as it can handle everything with ease, from river crossings to loose gravel climbs. Accessories like skid plates, handguards, larger fuel tanks, and luggage racks can turn this machine into a highly capable lightweight adventure bike that rivals much heavier adventure models but with far superior off-road agility. It is not uncommon to see experienced adventure riders choose the 500EXCF over larger adventure bikes like the KTM 890 Adventure or BMW GS because they value the ability to pick up the bike easily if it falls, ride more challenging trails, and enjoy the thrill of a lighter, more responsive machine. In terms of value, the bike is premium priced, but riders often justify the investment because KTM's build quality, performance, and competition-winning pedigree mean that the bike can take years of abuse if maintained properly. The 2026 update, with its refined suspension settings, slightly lighter frame components, and better cooling, shows that KTM is still pushing to make its flagship enduro bike even better, not just for racers but for real-world riders who explore remote trails. Whether you are an experienced enduro rider looking to upgrade to the latest tech or an adventure enthusiast who wants a bike that won't hold you back when the road ends and the trail begins, the KTM 500EXCF remains one of the best tools for the job, offering a perfect blend of power, agility, and ruggedness that few competitors can match.